Hi there. Thank you so much for having interest in reading Fortune is in the Failure and discussing it in your book club. My name is Katie Myers. I am the author of Fortune is in the Failure and founder of the Conversation Club and CEO of CR Conversations. What I would like to do is just kind of walk you through the why, the mission, the impact that really fueled the passion for writing Fortune is in the Failure, as well as giving you some tips and guidance on how to get the most out of the book. And then, of course, next steps if you are looking to further your training and just continuing gaining expertise in the sales environment. So hopefully you have your copy of Fortune is in the Failure. So I wanted to just first kind of tell you a little bit about the why. And a little bit of background about me. So I am an entrepreneur for 6 years now, and my background started, which you'll learn about in the first chapter of the book, as a insurance professional. So I was a sales professional. I spent 6 years in the insurance industry before I dove into entrepreneurship. And entrepreneurship was never something that was on my radar. It was truly something that became influenced by my fiance, Henry. And it was something that, I had inadvertently started to create, which was these sales processes and systems, and simply for the purpose of just talking to people in a way that made them feel like they are heard and so that they know that they matter. That is the core of what I believe is true relationship building. And all of us as entrepreneurs, as sales professionals, as consultants, in whatever space that we're in, our number one goal is to make an impact and to do so by building a relationship. So I created these processes and systems, which eventually became my program, where I take female entrepreneurs and sales professionals through a process of first owning their F words, aka your reasons for failing. Now, I know that that can seem abrupt and it can seem abrasive to some people. Failure is not something that any of us want to talk about, let alone incur. But I didn't want to write another how to be successful book. I wanted to give it to you straight. I wanted to give you impact. I wanted it to be relatable. And so I decided to write this book in a way that helps you first identify what you're not good at. Where are the shortfalls? Where are the quote unquote F words or failures? So that in order to finally make change, you would have an opportunity to identify, okay, what is it that I need to change first so you can own it, fix it, and change it and find a way that is comfortable, sustainable, and consistent for you to integrate into your daily business practices. So the foundation of everything I teach to is that I believe that women, we are different. We communicate differently. We are truly, givers first, which creates instant walls around asking for what we need. And that is a big part of sales. And so I wanted to create a system and a program and processes that speak to that speak to women specifically, and come created by a woman for women. So there isn't a disconnect anymore. It isn't about, overcoming objections. It's not about being pushy or aggressive. It's about authenticity and finding that within your heart and your soul and being able to practice that on a daily basis to serve the people that need you, which in turn will drive the revenue to afford you the lifestyle that you have been desiring. So when I wrote Fortune is in the Failure and having that subtitle of what you say in business matters, is that it's all about a conversation. Sales is just a conversation, rather a series of conversations. And so we need to be able to be empowered to know what to say, how to say it in a way that is connected with us. right? It isn't about, scripting and features and benefits. It's about being a guide and truly taking people on a journey of learning and being educated. That is our job. That is solely our purpose, is to give people the opportunity to be educated and guide them to a place where they feel comfortable and confident to make a decision. So let's dive into how I want you to experience Fortune is in the Failure. So first and foremost, when you crack this baby open and you go to the table of contents, right? So it looks just like this. So in the table of contents, there are statements, right? These are statements of F words. So every chapter is written as if I am talking to you one-on-one, right? And it's making that bold statement of things like, you don't know who you are, you don't follow up, your clients don't hear from you. This isn't about, suggesting that there are things to change. It's an opportunity for you to dive in where you feel like your shortfalls are, where you feel like your top F words are coming from. So this book was written in a way that you can, of course, read it from cover to cover, and encourage you do so at some point. But being able to even just turn to that table of contents and say, you know what, you're right, Katie, I don't follow up, or I don't continue to sell to my existing clients. I don't do any upselling or cross-selling. And you can start with that chapter. So yes, there is a flow of kind of from beginning to end, but there's also opportunity for you to use this as a tool, use it as a guidebook for when you're having those situations. You can go back and read these short and sweet chapters to invigorate you and inspire you and give you some guidance as to how to change that scenario for the better. Now, most chapters in here are also workable, meaning there's exercises and there's promptings for you. And if at any time you want an additional version of that worksheet, you can always send me an email, katie@crconversations.com, and I can get you a new copy of the worksheet. So it is something that I want you to write in and dog ear and put it in your bag and take it with you to find inspiration and find reminders of, oh, that's right, this is what I should be doing before I'm walking into a networking event. These are the different types of people that I should be looking for, not just prospective people, and how those things can benefit you, for example. So use the book, read it in its entirety, but know that you can always just go back to the chapter that speaks to you in the scenario and situation that you're currently in, okay? So the writing in this book, the perspective in this book, once again, is as if you and I are having a conversation. I wrote this so that it is relatable, and again, it's just a conversation. So it should be something that speaks to you and speaks to the scenarios that you're going through. All of these F words, so all of these chapter topics, are things that came to fruition after months of having two whiteboards kind of on top of each other in my office. And I wrote up at the top, why are you failing? And over a series of months, I added reasons to it, things that I experienced on my own. I had clients, I had people I was connecting with from my networking efforts, I had collaborative partners, I had anybody that came through my doors. I said, hey, take a look at this and either, add a tick mark to something that resonates with you or add something on there. And that is how the book was formulated. It was formulated by you, by people like you, by people in your situation and business owners in your situation. So it can be relatable. These are all things that all of us are experiencing on a daily, monthly, weekly, whatever basis. So it should really speak to you as if you and I are working together one-on-one, or we're, enjoying a glass of wine and talking about business. And I want it to be conversational. So please know, and pun intended here, I am an open book. So if you have questions, if you want more information on a particular topic, I have so many resources for you. There's an opportunity by going to YouTube and finding my channel. Just type in CR Conversations, and you'll be directed to my YouTube channel that has hundreds of videos. I have not missed putting a video up on YouTube in almost 4 years. Yeah, almost 4 years. I call them Talk It Out Tuesdays. So you can follow me on Facebook and get those freebies there. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel and get access and get notified, every week when they're updated. And you can always head over to my website where there are currently there's a free 1-hour training that is on setting and reaching sales goals that are realistic and translating, these revenue goals that we put in front of ourselves and translating that into people goals. So the other aspect of what you can do to be able to get more information, be included in my community and in my space and get the training and coaching you're looking for at a really affordable price is the Conversation Club. So the Conversation Club is $30 a month. And it's something where you get access to over 60 hours of archived video recordings that are full hour-length trainings on everything that you're going to find in here, all of these topics, and then some. And you also have access to twice a month, I go live on Zoom video chat so that you can take advantage of getting kind of one-on-one coaching, but in a group environment so everyone benefits. So you can expand on this training. And I have 5 other collaborative experts that pour in to, there's a private Facebook group community where you're held accountable and get support and can really share your experiences or struggles and obstacles and get feedback on that. So collaborative strategists from branding, marketing, program development and scaling, business development, and just social media. There's all kinds of things that are talked about in this community for $30 a month. So everything that you are looking for, if you're looking for an expansion onto what you're finding in Fortune is in the Failure, if you feel connected to it, if you feel connected to me, I would love for you to go and visit crconversations.com. You can opt in for the freebies. You can get to my YouTube channel from there. You can learn more about the Conversation Club. And if you're feeling like you need even more, there's opportunity for us to work one-on-one together. But I would love to offer you an opportunity if you want to just do a free 30-minute chat with me to talk about your experience with the book. I would love to know, what are those main F words that you're running into? How has the book influenced you? Did it make you think a little bit differently? Are there things you wish you would have seen differently? Maybe it's something that could be expanded upon. So I will make that link accessible to you. I will send it via email. And I just want you to know that I am so unbelievably honored that your book club chose to read Fortune is in the Failure and that you're giving me the opportunity to share with you here. So thank you for everything from the bottom of my heart. You are exactly who I meant to have read this book and be influenced by it. So I hope you have a wonderful day. Please reach out to me. I would love to chat with you, learn more about you, and see how we can empower you to have the conversations that you've always wanted to have without running into the obstacles any longer. So thank you so much. I'm Katie Myers, and I will see you soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.